going on, guys? You're watching The Hungry Handgunner. I'm Nick, and today I'm going to attempt to give my opinion on a question I was emailed. I'm not going to say who sent it because he's in the comments fairly regularly, so he didn't say if he wanted this out there or not. But he asked about the viability of a Taurus TX22 as a defensive firearm. I know I've been doing a lot on 22 lately. I am a small-time YouTuber. I do not have quite the ammo stockpile that the bigger guys or even some of you have, so I am being cautious with ammo. I still have it, but I get a little nervous when I can't replenish what I shoot right away. So I've been doing a lot on 22s, velocity test, what have you. I had a semi-controversial video on the Ruger 1022 as a end-of-the-world gun. So some people, I'm sure, are thinking I've lost my mind. But hear me out. A hunk of lead doing 1,000 plus feet per second is not something that I think anybody really wants to be on the receiving end of. The size of that hunk of lead, the speed of that hunk of lead will determine the effect on the intended target, but nobody wants to be shot. I think we can all agree on that. And I'm sure there's some exceptions, so any potential Kurt Cobains out there, get some help. But moving forward, so no, I would not tell somebody that asked for my go-to recommendation for self-defense that the 22 long rifle is the way to go. It does come with a lot of considerations that need to be taken into account. So say, for instance, you have 9mm, you have 45, whatever, you have a service caliber firearm. You don't have ammo with it. You can't practice with it. You look and look and look, can't find ammo. In order to maintain proficiency, though, you have a lot of 22. You can practice with something like the TX22. Does that make sense? Maybe. A gun that you could hit your target with, regardless of caliber, is definitely better than a gun that you can't. So there is that. As far as the reliability of this particular firearm, guys, I cleaned it when I hit over 5,000 rounds, and I cleaned it because I felt bad the gun was that dirty. I did not clean it because it was jamming. I did not clean it because I was having any issues. I legitimately just felt bad about the state of the firearm. I had never let a firearm get that filthy. Again, I don't torture test guns, so there is that, and I don't have anything against it. I just don't have the money to do it. So that was the closest I had come to a torture test. 5,000 rounds through a rimfire is a pretty big deal. Without, I think I maybe had a couple malfunctions here or there that I probably just discounted because of rimfire being what it is, trying different ammunition types. So the reliability of this particular firearm is, bar none, the most reliable 22 pistol that I have shot to date. As far as the ergonomics, things like that, I'm going to link to the full review on the gun. Feel free to check that out for more information. This gun comes, a lot of the same features that the centerfire counterparts would have. You do have a 17-round magazine capacity. You can get it with or without the manual safety. This one doesn't have it. 3-dot fully adjustable sights. I'm sure the aftermarket is going to be kicking up different sights that you can put on it. A rail, if you wanted to put a light on there, which is a good idea. You do have a threaded barrel, so if you wanted to run it suppressed, there is that. So, enough talking. I like to shoot. We're going to shoot a little bit. We are out here at 30 yards from my steel silhouette. Let's just see if we can even hit anything. Oh, had a winning streak and then a losing streak. So, say that answers that. The trigger, one of the nicest striker fire triggers I've ever shot as well, even including centerfire counterparts. So, to the crux of the issue. If my sample size of 1 is indicative, even relatively, of the TX22 as an overall model, if it's this or nothing for self-defense, or this that you can afford to practice with or have the supplies to practice with and maintain proficiency with, yeah, I wouldn't have a problem with that. I advocate people to be armed. I advocate people to be proficient and be armed. If you can do that with this, great. I would certainly rather somebody carry something like this than insert whatever gun your personal preference is that they can't hit anything with or can't practice with. As far as holsters and things like that, I admit I'm a bit ignorant. I do not know what all is out there, but I imagine there's probably something for it that you could use. So again, it comes with a lot of caveats, comes with a lot of other considerations to think about, but I hope this video clears that up. Taurus hit it out of the ballpark as far as I'm concerned with this gun. I've typically been skeptical of Taurus firearms. This one has not let me down yet. So when I hit 10,000 rounds through it, guys, I'll be sure to let you know. So I'm creeping up on 6 in case you're wondering. But guys, stay safe. Keep shooting if you can. Dry fire if you can't. Use a snap cap when you dry fire with certain firearms. Look it up online. Make sure you're not damaging your firearm with the dry fire. Somebody brought that up in a recent video. And stay safe. And I'll see you next time.